Hey everybody, it's Alex Driscoll again coming at you today with another MLB The Show 18 Road to the Show video. And if you didn't check out the last two videos, the first one was about me creating my player, which is myself. And then the second one was the scout day leading into the showcase game. And then we went in and chose our new archetype that is a new feature in Road to the Show this year. And we chose good hands. So we are going to be good at fielding and at batting. Good contact guy, good fielding guy with some power to him. I think the weakness part of it was a bit was speed, so that is something that we'll have to play around with and everything. And I did, as you'll notice as we get into some gameplay right here, that I did go in and I dropped some money, about $20, or yeah, it was about $20 on some stubs. I got 24,000 stubs or whatever, plus when I pre-ordered it. So I got 24,000 stubs, and I spent it on mostly Under Armour stuff and a Marici bat and a Wilson glove, because actually this year they do have an Under Armour glove, but even in the game when I had those 24,000 stubs, it was just way too expensive for stubs, or for as far as stubs goes, in-game currency goes. But so I have almost all Under Armour stuff. The compression sleeve for the Under Armour compression sleeve also was the best compression sleeve that you could get, and it was way too expensive as well with in-game currency. And so I'm just rocking just like the regular default sleeve right now. Bought some sunglasses, got the cleats because Under Armour had the best cleats, and they were way too expensive as well. And what else did I get? I got the bat and gloves. I didn't get the wrist guard just because it really doesn't add that much into it, but it is what it is. But anyway, here we go in the Topps Amateur Showcase game, the very first game that we'll be playing right there. And as you see, we're on defense first with the Central Prospects, and we fire on the first, get an easy ground ball, and get him at first.
Plate now is the designated hitter, Martin Thorpe. Designated hitter, his first cuts here.
Thorpe. All right, so here's the windup in the pitch. Gonna go to our left a little bit, then had to come back to our right, kind of overplayed it a little bit, but we still make the play and get him at first again.
Gets his man for the second out.
Hey, I'll be the first one to admit that most of the scouts here are focused on pitching and hitting at this show.
So now we get 2 outs, and that's a new addition this year as well, is after pitch animations and everything, especially with middle infielders. They always tell the outfielders how many outs we have, and so you saw that right there. We have 2 outs. That's why he was giving the 2 out symbol right there. All right, so here we go. As you see, there's my Under Armour stuff. All right, direct, yeah, it's fine. It's just tips. All right, so here we go. Disable all tips. All right. Ooh, curveball swung on a miss. So 2 straight curveballs. On that one, I was way too early. First one I took. But there's a shot right up the middle, and that's going to get us home a run. And so that is real good baseball right there. Good job hitting right there. There's another animation that's new this year that we get. We get us pointing to the dugout when we score a run or get an extra base hit. So there we go. We're on the board. All right, leading off, all that good stuff. Gonna get a little lead, get about even with the first baseman, lean a little bit. Secondary lead, there we go. Slow roller to first, try to take him out, can't do it, but they're unable to get the guy at first, and it goes out of play, and that is another run for the Central Prospects.
Riding in once again, Alex Driscoll.
So we didn't get any defensive opportunities last time. So we are still up 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. with 1 out and a runner on
the
first.
stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay
And they're
off
going to
that.
try to pick him off at first, but nothing doing.
Dive back in safely.
Well, the middle of the knee actually looked really realistic right there. I like it.
The 1-0.
All right, pitch out, nothing doing.
Going on.
I really like the look of this game so far. I told a couple of my friends in a group chat that I'm in on Instagram that this is probably, so far, at least creation-wise, the best baseball game I've ever played in my life. But in-game, it's still to be determined. But if it comes up to where it is, if gameplay and the story mode in Road to Show and all the gameplay stuff goes to the level of like the Creation Suite, it is by far going to be the best baseball game I've ever played. And right now, the best baseball game I've ever played would probably be, as we try to turn this double play, there's get at the shortstop and can't get him at first, but we still get the 1 out. But the best baseball game I've played ever so far would probably have to be NCAA Baseball 07. I played the dog out of that game. That game was so fun. But it was really fun. So now it's tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Bases loaded with 2 out. So we're going to try to get those runners home from 3rd and 2nd.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And 2-seam fastball miss, so now we're tied up at 1-1. This guy has a 3-pitch mix with a 4-seam, 2-seam, and a changeup.
We'll see if he can find it.
Changeup probably a bit too early. Yeah, or just early enough foul tipped it. All right, so now we got a battle. Dang. Had some real good contact on it, but it was just right at the 3rd baseman, and he throws on the 2nd, and they are out of the inning. Alright, so still hotly contested game right here, 3-3 in the top of the 7th. That little ground ball for us. Gonna field it and throw our guy out at first. 2 outs here in the 7th. Alright, so we're back up. We're 1 for 3 in this game, and we are up now 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on first, nobody out. Alright, curveball in at the knees. Good pitch right there by that pitcher. And another grounder fielded by the 3rd baseman. Will he get us? Yeah, he's going to get us. Dang. Good play by the 3rd baseman right there. Got to give it to him. And the Central Prospects end up winning the game. We will take that. All right, so now we got to return to the clubhouse. All right, so not all bad. Not all bad. We had an RBI single that was a base hit up the middle. Then we grounded it into a double play. Then it was a 5-4 put out, and then a 5-3 put out. Alright, so we're just waiting for it to load. Alright, play showcase game number 2, and our scouting has gone up a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but on the 2080 scale, it looks like our contact power and speed are all going to be above average in the 60s, so that's never bad. But then our fielding in our arm is going to be 80. It's going to be the best, or 75 to 80. It's going to be the best rating that you can get on the 2080 scale, because we did a really good job of fielding our position right there, which will help since we're a third base. Our secondary positions are 3rd and short. Hope, and as far as teams that I get drafted by, number one, I really do hope that I get drafted by the Braves, because one, they're my favorite team. As you see in the loading screen, when it sets your favorite team, it gives you the load, or the main menu actually. It gives you the players. Really wouldn't mind getting drafted by the Astros just because it's the Astros. But we're getting some gameplay right here. We are down in the bottom of the first 2-1, but there is a runner on first with no out, so we're going to try to avoid the double play. If you notice that that third baseman is in a little bit, so we do have a little bit more room to work with on the left side right there. Alright, there's a slider. Good pitch right there. He's working me down, which is smart, since he's trying to induce a ground ball to get the double play.
1-1.
Oh, golly. Line drive right at the third baseman, and he got it. Golly. Dadgum. Oh, well. But same situation, but this time in the bottom of the third, same score as well, 2-1. Here we go. Change up, taking in the dirt. Curveball, real good curveball. Kind of had real good movement on it, danced a little bit. Again, just trying to avoid the double play. Oh, and a slider really that I shouldn't have swung at. It was way too early on it.
Right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, "Howdy!" if you're waving at me.
And another slider that I chased, and I'm down on strikes. Golly, that wasn't a good at bat at all. But now it's 2-2, and there's a runner on first again, but this time with one out. Alright, two-seam fastball right down the middle. This guy has a 5-pitch mix, so when I guess pitch, it's going to be a bit tougher to kind of guess what he's throwing. Alright, slider taking low. Good slider, too.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way
and a throwback to first on a pickoff and nothing doing.
It has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1, here it comes.
And a changeup on the outside corner, missed the outside corner, and so we are sitting in the driver's seat here, 2-1. And a pickoff move, he's there back safely. I really like the batting stance. I'll probably move my hands a bit down more and move my hips a bit down. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Ah, dang, it wasn't getting out, but it did get out of play fast enough. But I was a bit early on it, probably should have let it travel more. And probably would have had better contact and maybe gotten out actually. But so we are tied up at 2-2 in the count and in the game as well. So we're going to try to battle. Alright, curveball taken low. So now we've worked it to a 3-2 count.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running.
Alright. Mark DeRosa, the new color analyst who takes over for Harold Reynolds, says that he's probably going to assume that the runner at first is taken off. He doesn't, and we get a pitch, but it is right toward the second baseman. He steps on second, throws to first, and we are out. Double play, just what we didn't want to do. But we didn't strike out. That's the thing. Alright, so it's still tied at 2 here in the top of the 8th. Alright, here's a little play, and we get there. Get the line out. We'll take that. Alright, so now step in again. Bottom of the 8th, runners on second and first. Tied at 2, so if we can get something, if we can get a single, we'll be in business right here. Single might score a run, but it will definitely get the bases loaded.
Things are in danger of getting away.
Just trying to move that runner to third.
See how he deals with it.
Also trying to avoid the double play. Kind of a common theme right here is just trying to avoid the double play. 2-0 count, so. Ooh, call that a strike? Alright, borderline. I'll give it to him, but still sitting pretty at 2-1. There's a fly ball in the center, probably not enough to get the guy. Oh, but he's going to take it. He's going to try. Will he get there? He's there. We did advance the runner. So that I will take that. We did advance the runner. That's probably going to be a run created as we win 5-3. So don't know if that was a created run or not because we didn't see. But there's my line. Not as great as it was the first game. Really didn't have that great of a showcase besides fielding. but we'll see.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young
All right, so we get a call from our
receives a
former
check-in
coach. He
from
said,
his former high school coach.
all right,
who's been
we'll let the
acting as
narrator do his job.
advisor through the process.
He said, well, you've done all you can do. I'm so son, I'm proud of you. I just hope it was enough to get drafted. I could have done more. I just hope I didn't blow it. That would be my response. That would be an Alex response. He said, Alex, I believe since the first year I coached you that you've got big league potential. Some smart GM is going to see what I see. All right. Thanks for believing in me, sir. I hope you're right. But what if they don't? What if I get overlooked? That's true. That'd be another one. Then you'll play college ball and come back next year, and you'll keep coming back until they come to their senses. That would stink, but I suppose it could be my only option. Thanks for your support, coach. That would be me. Let's just see what happens with the draft, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty. So, we got the draft coming up next video. Probably going to end the video here. So with that being said, I've been Alex Driscoll. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to follow me on social media, I am on social media. On Instagram at AlexDriscoll6, that is ALEXDRISKELL, the number 6, at Twitter at DriscollAlex, and on Twitch at Alex_Driscoll. So with that being said, again, I've been Alex Driscoll, saying you have a great rest of the day, and God bless everybody.